and welcome to another episode of Computer Craft, and today we will be trying out Ubuntu 12.04, so let's get stuck in. So our first task is to find the time. The time now is 14:51. Our second task is to write, save and open a text document. So let's fire up LibreOffice. There we go. Let's save it. Untitled, let's name a titled one. And save it to our desktop. Now open it, and it's there. Now our third task is to fully delete this. So let's go to Home folder, Desktop, and quickly delete it and move it to the rubbish bin. The rubbish bin is really the recycling bin for Ubuntu, I guess. And empty it. Our fourth task is to calculate a simple calculation. So let's quickly go to Dash Home, Calculator, and 8 times 9, which is 72, and it's absolutely correct. Our fifth task is to explore the operating systems ourselves. One particular feature which stands out to me is this. This is a heads-up display of Ubuntu. It basically helps you do tasks much quicker. For example, if we turn on LibreOffice Writer. Imagine I'm writing this and I want to quickly print it, but I can't find the print tab over here. I know that the print tab is over there, but imagine I just can't find it. Well, I can quickly press the left Alt button and type in print and hit the enter. And you can see that it quickly does this. This feature is particularly useful when you're in graphically intensive software such as CorelDRAW and Photoshop, but there's a load of tabs and buttons and all sorts of things it can do. It's very hard to find simple commands such as making text bold if you can't see it. This can be very helpful because you can just go bold and it'll be fine. It also helps you to do things much more quicker. And imagine you're typing a document, so blah 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 blah, and you want to quickly hit the print button, but you don't want to press Control P or something. You want to do it quicker or something like that, but you don't want to move your hand to the mouse. Well, you can just do all this from the keyboard. Just press the Alt button and type in print and hit the enter button, and boom, it's there. So this is the main uses for it. Ubuntu also offers some exotic sort of customization to it, such as these wallpapers. You will never actually need to install some other wallpapers because these look beautiful. My favorite one being these birds. Ubuntu also offers a large range of software from the Ubuntu Software Center. Many of the software being 5-star rated we can really trust, such as these. These are mainly ports from Windows but have been sort of converted to look the Ubuntu style, such as 7-zip, which I tried earlier. However, the support such as Vine support is not available in Ubuntu. That means that not all software from Windows can be successfully ported by the average user. Ubuntu also offers a very sort of unified interface. If you take an ununified interface such as Windows 8.1 or Windows 8, the start menu is totally different to the actual desktop. However, Ubuntu unifies all of this. For example, the dash, it sort of links the title bar or the anything you call it, the taskbar for example, to the actual search, and this looks really good. The way it transforms into one. If we turn on the heads-up display, this whole transformation is very smooth. And for example, this left-hand side taskbar being present all the way through the operating system makes it seem very unified. Another very key feature of it is the multiple desktops which are available in Ubuntu. This helps you do your work more efficiently and not clutter up your desktop. This feature is not available in Windows, however it is available in other operating systems such as Mac. Ubuntu also has a ton of other features which are minor but can be very helpful. Ubuntu is also very speedy rather than Windows being a slow, laggy operating system. Ubuntu also offers touch support too. For example, if I touch my screen, I can draw it. The touch fingerprints may look like the ones in Windows, but however, it does support touch. Ubuntu can also be very easily ported over to other devices such as the Microsoft Surface. It is because it's a very light running operating system and doesn't really require more than 1 GB of RAM to actually run it smoothly. Also, this brings us to another point, which is there isn't a big drain of the resources. A version of Windows 7 Professional, for example, would be a heavy drain on a computer which ran Windows 95. It's because Windows is a very heavy operating system, which is also very cluttered. Ubuntu sponsors a unified interface. However, the interface is not too much unified. A very unified interface, which can be found in other Linux operating systems, look very, very bad. Because sometimes simplicity is not always the way forward. However, overcrowdment such as Windows is also not the way forward. I'm not criticizing Windows in any way. However, Ubuntu does look very appealing to the eyes. It also packs a lot of features which help the average user. LibreOffice and its other sort of Office suite also offers special sort of support. So imagine there's like an Office document you got, and you're worried that it won't open on your computer because you run Linux. However, you don't really need to worry about that. It is because LibreOffice has tried its best to be compatible. However, and it's compatible with most of the files. However, with heavy formatted files, which have been made in Microsoft Office, are not compatible with LibreOffice. And it's the same the other way around. Overall, like every other operating system, I would give it a score out of 10. And for Ubuntu, it would be a very high 9 out of 10. On the positive side, it supports a simplified interface, which is also very unified to the rest of it. It is also very speedy, and there's a lot of developer support behind it. Then it's fairly bug and glitchless free. On the bad side, I think, however, because it doesn't have support like Wine, where it can be externally downloaded, the average user may not know about it. Also, it doesn't really support all Windows formats. It would be very nice if it did, because there will be more people switching to Linux. So I really think, but the downsides do not overcome the positives. And if I really had to switch to Ubuntu, I would surely, because it's a beautiful operating system. So if you like this video and the commentary, just slap that like button and hit the subscribe button. And please keep in touch, because I will be making a video of how to install Ubuntu on Virtualbox. I'll also be showing how to boot these operating systems off the USB stick, so you don't have to put a lot of effort into it. So bye.